I stood alone in the vast cemetery. The night was dark and stormy, the heavy rain falling in torrents and the sky ablaze with the fury of thunder and lightning. Each bolt of lightning illuminated the graveyard, casting an eerie glow that danced upon the tombstone. The air crackled with a sense of unease, as if the very fabric of the night held a secret. As the cemetery guard, I had spent countless nights patrolling these hallowed grounds, ensuring the peace of the resting souls. But this night was different. The storm raged with an intensity I had never witnessed before, disrupting all technology, rendering my radio useless. All I had were the sounds of the rain, the booming thunder, and the distant clanging that grew louder and closer with each passing moment. At first, I dismissed the sound as a trick of the storm, a mere echo bouncing off the tombstones. But as the night wore on, the sound became unmistakable. It was a chilling, metallic clang, an evil resonance that reverberated through the night air. It seemed to draw nearer, filling me with a sense of dread. Despite my fear, I knew I had to investigate. With a trembling hand, I clutched my flashlight tightly and ventured towards the source of the sound. The only metal surface that could create such a noise was an underground door leading to the catacombs, the oldest part of the cemetery. My heart raced as I approached it, the thunder eerily ceasing as if to taunt me. As I stood before the door, the rain continued to fall lightly, its soft patter creating an unsettling backdrop. I hesitated for a moment, my mind flooded with fear. But curiosity and duty overcame my fear, and I mustered the courage to open the door and confront whatever lay within. Just as I took a step forward, the silence was shattered by a blinding flash of lightning that illuminated the entire cemetery. The brightness temporarily blinded me, and as I blinked to regain my vision, I found myself face to face with a tall, slender figure cloaked in black. Our eyes locked, or at least whatever dark abyss replaced the eyes of this being seemed to lock onto my soul. It stood hunched over, its presence menacing, before straightening to a towering height. Fear paralyzed me, rendering me unable to move or speak, as if under the spell of its unholy gaze. In those moments of our eye-locking encounter, time seemed to slow to a crawl. The creature stood tall and slender, its form cloaked in an inky blackness that seemed to absorb the very light around it. Its presence exuded a chilling aura, an otherworldly essence that sent shivers down my spine. As our gazes intertwined, I felt an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the weight of its malevolence pressed upon me. Each second stretched into what felt like an agonizing hour, as I stared into the abyss that replaced its eyes, forever etching its haunting image into the depths of my memory. Another bolt of lightning struck, momentarily blinding me once more. As I regained my sight, the figure was gone. It had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only the echoes of its malevolent presence. I knew then that this was not a physical being, for no mortal creature could disappear in the blink of an eye without making a sound. Trembling, I made my way back to my booth, seeking solace and safety within its confines. Thoughts raced through my mind, desperately trying to make sense of the encounter. Perhaps it was a person, a homeless soul seeking shelter in the cemetery. Maybe it was someone playing a cruel prank. But deep down, I knew the truth. This was no ordinary being. It was something that dwelled within the underground, a creature of darkness and terror. As I tried to calm my racing heart, the first rays of sunlight painted the horizon. The dawn had arrived, and with it, the entity of darkness had retreated. It had spared me, not out of mercy or goodness, but simply because its time in the realm of the living had come to an end. Reflecting upon the events of that night, I realized that the loud noises were a call, a lure to tempt me into discovering the source. It sought to draw me closer, to ensnare me within its clutches. But my fear and instinctual resistance to uncovering the truth had saved me. It was my reluctance to confront the unknown, my unwillingness to succumb to curiosity, that had ultimately kept me out of the grasp of that dark entity. As I sat in the safety of my booth, gratitude washed over me. I was thankful that I had emerged from the encounter unharmed, that I had escaped the clutches of that sinister presence. But my relief was tempered by the lingering questions that haunted my mind. What was that creature? From whence did it come? What purpose did it serve within the depths of the catacombs? The answers eluded me, veiled in the realm of the supernatural and the mysteries of the underground. With each passing day, the memory of that encounter faded like the lingering remnants of a dark dream. But I knew deep down that it would forever remain etched in my consciousness, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the world of the living from the realm of the unknown. As I continued my duties as the cemetery guard, a newfound sense of vigilance accompanied me. I remained ever watchful, scanning the shadows for any signs of that malevolent presence. The cemetery, once a place of tranquility and reverence, had taken on an ominous tone, as if the very fabric of its existence had been tainted by the encounter. I often found myself glancing towards the underground door, a mixture of curiosity and anxiety lingering within me. Part of me longed to unravel the secrets that lay beneath, to confront the darkness head on and seek answers to the questions that tormented my mind. But a wiser part of me, tempered by the lessons learned that fateful night, urged caution and respect for the boundaries of the supernatural. And so I carried on with my duties, forever changed by that encounter. The nights in the cemetery remained a mix of solemnity and unease, a delicate balance between duty and the knowledge that there are realms beyond our comprehension. To this day, I bear the weight of that encounter, etching its story upon the depths of my being. It serves as a reminder that even in the most peaceful places, darkness can lurk. It urges me to remain vigilant, to respect the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding, and to never underestimate the power of the supernatural. And as the storms rage and lightning flashes in the night, I cannot help but feel a shiver down my spine. For deep within, I know that the dark entity still dwells in the underground catacombs, patiently awaiting its next opportunity to tempt and terrorize those who dare to cross its path.